Hello everybody, this is Bouillet, and here we got another Airsoft video. Now this specific gun is a Cyma M4. Specific model on Evike is the 10-inch Keymod M4. Anyways, this is I'd say like a pretty good budget option. It is full metal, which is kind of good, obviously. It's more sturdy than a polymer body. But anyways, here's the specific model, the CM068B. Here's a little sneak preview on what it will look like. Now this does retail for about 175 bucks, but I did get $15 off on this very gun by using the code WELCOME15 at checkout on evike.com. Now you can test out that code, but I believe it only works for orders over $100 or $150. I don't really quite remember. But anyways, try out that code if it works for you. Anyways, so you get a very standard AEG box. If you take off the cover, you get a basic M4 manual. It's basically all in Chinese. There is English, but it's probably Chinglish, so it's probably hard to understand. But that's what this video is for. Get a nice cover on top, and would you look at that? The gun is in there, as you'd expect. So here is a very strange looking plastic high cap magazine. I couldn't find any other magazine that really looked like this. But yeah, it does come with a mag. The specific model does not come with a battery or a charger. I do have a battery coming in the mail for it though. I would recommend a 9.6 volt battery. You could put a LiPo in it, but I wouldn't really recommend it because I don't want you breaking your gun. And Evike recommends a 9.6 volt, so I'm going to recommend you a 9.6 volt battery. Anyways, in here you get an Allen wrench, which is used to adjust the rail segments on the Keymod. You can use this to take them off and put them anywhere you'd like. It does come with some horrible BBs. I'm sure these BBs are pretty bad. They do feel a little weighty. These are probably either 0.2s or 0.25s. I wouldn't really trust them, but sure, gun, you can use them if you want. They're not as bad as people say they are, but do use them cautionably. So, and then you get the gun itself. It is going to be difficult to take out with one hand, so I'll leave it in there and pull it out for the next section of the video. So, here is the gun itself. Does look pretty good. It's an all black. Do not believe this very model has color options, so it's either black or nothing. But the specific model on Evike, you can buy one with a 13-inch Keymod rail or a 14-inch Keymod rail, or the one I got, which is the 10-inch Keymod rail, because I like the shorter style because, you know, it's way better for CQB environments than the longer ones that you could use as a DMR. Now, the barrel does extend out about an inch past the Keymod rail, so it is about an 11-inch barrel. That is pretty good for close quarters. On the end of that barrel, you do have a full steel muzzle brake style flash hider. It does look like a muzzle brake, like quite a bit. My muzzle brake on my gun is not centered properly, so it does look a little weird, but you can fix that by unscrewing a grub screw and then straightening it out and then tightening the grub screw again. It does have an orange cover, which I do like this better than just throwing on a standard birdcage style flash hider, an orange plastic one, because this is actually a metal flash hider, and you can take this cover off by taking a pin out of the bottom and pulling it off. Anyways, it does have fully adjustable front and rear flip-up sights. The back sight specifically is adjustable for windage and elevation. You turn this for elevation and you turn this here for windage. The front sight can be adjusted for elevation by turning this wheel right here. Now, everything on this gun is all metal. At least all the parts you'd expect to be metal, such as the stock. Those are the plastic parts, are the stock and the grip are basically the only plastic parts on the gun, which that's what you would expect. There's a full aluminum Keymod rail system, an aluminum alloy upper and lower receiver. So yeah, it does feel solid, nothing shakes. Like, I was actually impressed by the build quality because I was expecting there to be a lot of shaking. There is a faint sound, but that is the bolt catch and release, and the dust cover likes to make sounds, but that's pretty much it. Speaking of the bolt catch and release, it is located here, as they usually are, and it is functioning. So if I pull the charging handle back here, you'll see that the dust cover will open up, and the bolt will lock back, allowing you to adjust your hop up. And if you do push that bolt catch and release on the other side, the bolt will go forward. And that is pretty good because this is a budget gun. And I was expecting having to hold the charging handle back to keep it open, but that is not the case. You do have an extended mag release on the right side of the gun here. There's another mag release on the left side here. And all you would do is you push this downward to release your mag. So here, it's a fire selector switch. Allows you to put it in safe, semi, and fully automatic. Now, the one problem I have with this gun is the fire selector switch does feel kind of cheap. It makes like a ting sound when you put it in semi, and it is quite loose. I could fix it, but I'd have to take most of the gun apart to do so. And I don't really feel like doing that as of now. The gun will come with these three rail segments that you can put anywhere on the Keymod section. And as you saw, the gun does come with the Allen key required to move those to anywhere you'd like. So it does have a 5-position adjustable crane stock. This is all the way out. I prefer it all the way out. And then here's it all the way in, and there's a bunch of points in between, but I'm not really going to get into it. Another thing I think that's cool is that it does have a different mag weld thing. It is more round and allows for more space for your finger. If that's something you're into, then I would recommend this. Anyways, it does fit standard M4 style magazines, whether that's a high cap or a mid cap. Here's the mag it does come with. Fits in perfectly. It is a little wobbly, but you know, it's not really that big of a deal. And here's a more standard M4 magazine. This one in particular is a high cap, and it does fit in as you would expect. Now, this specific mag, I believe, does have problems because it fits in very tightly but drops super easily. Whereas this mag, this is the same exact mag, goes in flawlessly with no problems. I believe it's just because this one has like a better finish on it, so it is slightly tighter. Because this mag wobbles, but it's more smooth to operate than this mag, which is the same exact mag. But sometimes it doesn't like to go in, so you do have to pound it. But I believe that won't happen with most mags. I believe that's just this mag in particular. But it does fit. It just takes a little more work. Anyways, the battery installation is very simple. I currently do not have a crane style battery, but I do have one coming in the mail currently. Anyways, it is easy to take off. There's like these two things right there which you can squeeze to pull it out, and then when you pull that out, just push it down to take off this, which is rubberized, which is nice. And then there's another plastic plate here which you can pull out, and then as you can see, there's the standard small Tamiya plug. You could put a crane style battery in. So as I said earlier, I currently do not have a crane style battery, so I had to just plug this in to show you that the gun does work. So it's just gonna hang there. And so yeah, this style battery won't fit, so I guess that does get my point across. Anyways, I'll do some test shots. That is not loaded, no mag, no BBs are in the gun. So I am dry firing it, which I do not recommend, but this is for the purpose of the video. Let's put it on semi-auto. It is quite loud. Anyways, put it on full auto. Yeah, that was a quick 2-round burst. The battery's not fully charged, so that's why it does sound a little poopy. But, yeah, it just gets everything, it gets my point across. The gun does work with any battery, but you want a crane style battery that fits in your stock. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I basically went over everything about this. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it. If you didn't like it, go ahead and dislike it. And if you really want to see more and you really enjoy the video, go ahead and subscribe if you want. I'm not begging for it. I really don't care if you subscribe or not. But I have not yet seen any reviews on this gun in particular. So, there you go. There's a review.